Next, we have Camil Mihaescu. He's a professor at the University from Timisoara, UVT, and he's going to be talking about like how NFTs combine with the university environment and the classical or like the not the digital artists. I hope he's going to explain this better than I did this intro to him. So please welcome on stage Camil Mihaescu.
Thank you very much. I'm here more as an artist, not as a teacher or university staff. And I would like to talk about, this is the last slide. Maybe we go back to the first one. No. So I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna give you some ideas and some concepts from inside of the artist world, not about technical issues, about I don't know, marketing and so on. I will like to share with you some attitudes and perspective from an artistic point of view. And I name my speech, my short speech, Complicated Art and NFT, Complicated Love and Hate Story, because we got both of them. We got love, artists who love, and artists who hate NFTs. And we'll have in 15 minutes to pass 200 years. Not exactly, but why do I start in 1826? At that time, even the concept of digital does not exist, didn't exist. But we got here the first photography ever made in the world by Niels for Nips in 1826. Why are we looking at this photography? Because once it appears, a lot of artists said painting will die. And it was normal, a logical thought that once photography was invented, nobody would like to paint a portrait or a still life or a landscape, because it was more easy to have a photography in shorter time and to enjoy this image like a painting. Instead of disappearing, we see and we saw in the history that painting did not die but progress. Painting liberated itself from the iconical representation, from the natural representation, and passed by to other states of the art, and we can name some artistic currents from the 19th and 20th century: Impressionism, Constructivism, Op art, psychedelia, and so on. So if photography did not kill painting, did not kill art, I think it's exactly the same with NFTs. A lot of my friends, artists, said, okay, NFTs are not art. It's not art. It's not something that you produce in a traditional way, and you cannot fulfill high standard level in art. But I think it's the same, exactly the same as the photography, as when the photography technique appeared, generated some problems in the world of art. But now, let's say first minted image in 2014 already generated a lot of disturbing things in the world of art, which leads to progress, because we go back again back in history. In 67, a big theoretician, Marshall McLuhan, said that the medium is the message. And what means that? The medium is almost the same, has the same importance as the message, and as the construct, the architecture of the message, which means concepts, ideas, shapes, forms, words, even words, and so on. So when NFT, we can go back or not? Yeah. Yes. So when NFT was invented, it came with a package of with a specific medium and with a package of digital paradigms that will lead to some or will influence the aesthetic part of the artworks. And we can see, if you are looking in a gallery, a digital gallery of NFTs, we can see a huge variety of shapes, colors, forms, representation, and so on. We would say a huge variety of composition and styles that cannot be encompassed in one strong style, as it was, I don't know, impressionism or expressionism, but we can see from far that they are digitally created and they are part of a certain world, a world that exists now, that started approximately in 2010 to 2014 and is developing. It's too late to stop, and it's not a reason to stop it. Even some of my colleagues said that okay, I will never go in this way, or NFTs, digital art, will never be digital art. We can see also by marketing reason that this is developing fast, and it's encompassing new markets and trends. So we will talk, and for the first time in history, we have one art project and two originals. What means, if I'm creating a piece of art in a traditional way, it can be a painting, a sculpture, whatever you want, or in a mixed way, photography with drawing, or printed image with engraving put over it. It will be presented in a real world form, and when we convert it, when we mint it, it will be also transferred in digital world, in NFTs, so which leads to a dilemma of one artistic project with two originals. It was never the case in the history. And this, of course, if we are looking only in the digital world, the original will be the NFT. If we would like to have it as a real object, we can have both of them, original in real world and original in digital world. And this leads to several problems, several copyright problems or intellectual property. And last year I organized in our faculty a two-day conference on this kind of issues. And after 2 days, with a wide international community of speakers, we could not get to a strict and clear conclusion, because the problems are evolving, and the problems are still not regulated by Romanian or by European legislation. And of course, another problem is that this kind of artworks can be generated also with AI, which complicates a lot more. And by the occasion of that conference, I find out that some of my artworks generated with AI does not belong to me. It is again first time in history that you are an artist, you can use AI, but now today, according to European legislation, it is possible that your artworks are not yours. On the other side, there are a lot of better effects on these new paradigms. And we can be the viewer of nice phenomena. Damien Hirst is one of the most known and best artists in the world in nowadays, renowned everywhere in the world. And he had a part of his creation is in real life, and a completely separate part of his creation is in NFT. And he issued a long series of NFTs. And another example is the Kiss of Gustav Klimt, is a masterpiece of Austrian painting, of an Austrian painting, which is hosted by Belvedere Museum. And last year they launched a series of NFTs. They converted the Kiss, the picture, the painting, in NFT, but not in one. They converted in, I don't know, 200 small square of NFTs, and you can buy a square of this masterpiece and have it on your own. And of course, as a marketing message, they said after a few months that the lips from the Kiss was not still bought by someone. So it was very wise, from my point of view, a very wise way to make some founds, which are used by the museum. I don't know if Klimt would agree to use his painting in this way, but he has no chance to have an opinion anymore. So the director of the museum decided that, and it's a big risk in the cultural world to go on this digital trend, because you can quickly lose some value of an image if you are selling not in a proper way. And there was a lot of cases of big artists who went to a higher code, and after that Rauschenberg is one named. After that they lose from the code that they were rich in the past. So the Kiss, it's one of the best example. But after that you can have a dilemma: which is the real Kiss? From those from the museum or those from your NFT collection? Of course, the answer is both of them. And this is why I'm telling that one artwork can possess two originals. I already talked about digital visual personality, and I put in mask, because personality comes from persona, which is masking. Personality is masking something that is deeper, something that is the core of an artwork. And all the big part of the NFT collection from all the platforms has a certain personality. They has strong composition, bold colors, intense messages. It's very rarely seen very delicate drawing or something like an engraving or something like this. So this medium, this digital medium, come with a strong and persuasive influence on the artist, because of the tools and because of the medium that is developing. And a lot of artists do not understand the principles and concept that are building this new universe. I have friends who said, if I'll hear about NFTs in our faculty, I will leave the institution. They are very good artists, and it's a pity because I think we cannot stay fixed in the path or in the traditional technique of creating art. And mixing tradition with new digital tools, it's wonderful, and I see a bright digital future. And a last thought from my part is that we need also to look on the ethical and also on the environmental problem. I have friends who are not going, very good artists who are not willing to go on this kind of digital NFTs because they said that NFTs pose real threat to the environment, and maybe in the future presentation and a good description and at how an NFT influence the environment, the carbon footprint that that is left by one NFT on our environment would be one a great opportunity to widen and to open the perspective of NFTs and also ethical problems. I have other good friends who said, okay, I do not know what's behind this, and I will not, if I do not know the slightest detail, I will not go. For example, Fabrice Amin, who's a brilliant Belgian artist, when he's doing a fine art, he went from, let's say, from a piece of wood, he go in the forest and he want to see where come this piece of wood or where come a material or another and how he will influence the environment. Maybe it's an exaggerated attitude, but it exists, and also I think in the future I see a trend of widening this part of problems and attitudes. In the final slide of my presentation, which is not digital one, I would like to say that I really see a bright digital future for NFTs and for the art worlds, but on the same time I would not like to NFTize my entire life. Thank you very much, and we still have 4 minutes and a half. If there are questions, I'm ready to answer. Thank you very much.